Let me just introduce one of the people who made this all possible, Jeff Armstrong, president of Cal Poly, to say a few words today.
Well, thank you, Mary. And first of all, I want to say thank you to Bill and Cheryl. This is awesome. And I was just kind of drug along by Bill, very willingly. Doug will tell more of the story of what happened. And actually some seeds were planted earlier. But this is a great example of learn by doing, and our students learning by doing in facilities that are not really what we should have. They're not up to speed for Cal Poly. And it's an example of two very, very kind, thoughtful, and caring people, Bill and Cheryl, that saw a need, and they stepped up. And he simply said, well, if I do 5X, will you do half an X? Of course, I will do that. But I am very happy to support this on our part. But the real gratitude goes to Bill and Cheryl. Bill and Cheryl have helped the golf program, Learn by Doing. They've helped engineering over the years. And what Learn by Doing did for both of them as Cal Poly grads, they're just a great model of giving back. And Bill has also done a phenomenal job as chair of our foundation. And our foundation is not what it was 3 years ago. It's the best way to put it. It's on a new level. And that's really because of Bill's leadership and moving us forward. And the flip side of that is students, they're going to expect a lot. They're going to expect excellence. And we're not worried about that. We know you can deliver, because you demonstrated excellence in getting them to see this need. And I'll introduce Dean Epperson, and he'll tell you a bit more about that. But I also want to recognize the staff that worked so hard to make this happen. I was in here about a month ago, and it didn't look like this. Maybe 2 months ago, I was doing something with the Mustang News, which, by the way, Mustang News just won another round of awards, I believe. It's 20-something. Let's give Mustang News a big round of applause. And I also believe with what we can do in increasing our bandwidth on campus and having the studio, the sky's the limit. This is a gift that is going to have so many ramifications in the future for our faculty, our staff, and our students. But before I turn it over to Dean Epperson, I want to thank Thomas Morales, Cassandra Sherburne, and Kevin Shingler. Kevin. Thank you all, because it's a lot of hard work that makes wonderful things like this happen. And I'm happy to introduce Doug Epperson. We're so glad that Doug chose to come to Cal Poly. He's been wonderful. I couldn't ask for a better Dean of Liberal Arts and a friend and a colleague to move Cal Poly forward. Doug?
Thanks, Jeff. Want to add my thanks to Bill and Cheryl. This is just tremendous. I think you can see, and you'll get a demo in a few minutes, the doors that this will open for 300 and something journalism majors. It's just a wonderful gift. And I want everyone to know that they have no connection to CLA. Bill's an engineering grad, and Cheryl, don't remember your Cal Poly alum?
Not quite.
Oh, well, okay. But, it was just them seeing a need and being loyal to Cal Poly and recognizing that Cal Poly encompasses 6, academic colleges that they step forward. And one of the instrumental reasons that they stepped forward was a student, Leah Horner, who had a demo up at Green and Gold a year ago that was showing the difference between standard and high def resolution, and talking about how embarrassed our students were when they had to take their clips out on interviews, and they would be in standard definition and look like they were done in about 1952. So she made a really compelling case, and Bill has said on several occasions that Leah was kind of the nail that drove the gift home. So Jeff already talked about the awards. I was going to mention those and say that this will open the door to many more awards. for the journalism department. So let me just introduce Leah, who, by the way, will graduate in June, but she finished her classes early, and she is working for KERO, the ABC affiliate in Bakersfield, as a broadcaster.
Yeah, I just found out I thought I wasn't going to get to walk because I work on Saturdays. And so I was like, oh, I'm not going to get to walk, but I just found out I can because CLA is 9 a.m., so I'm going to walk and then get in my car and drive to work. Yeah, I spoke to many of you in the fall at our 100-year celebration, and I think I mentioned that when I graduated, I was very confident that I would walk out the door and into my new job and be prepared. And I'm happy to report back now, a month into my new job, that I was absolutely right. I'm 100% prepared for everything I've been doing. Yes, I've made mistakes. I forgot what story I was doing the first time I went live and had a brain fart on air. The first day I was shooting, my camera fell off my tripod.
That's bad.
My light flashed before my eyes. But thank goodness the chief photog was with me, and he said, I'm rooting for you. It's okay. We'll figure this out. So yes, I've made mistakes. But for the most part, I feel prepared. And the reason I feel prepared is because of this room. It's because of the magic that happens in here, because of our faculty who are so dedicated. And what I lacked during my 4 years here was the technology. And the fact that I feel so comfortable now with my new job without HD equipment. I'm so excited for the next crop of students who are going to get to work with this equipment and then graduate. So, I mean, we all know journalism is an important job. We need honest journalists, especially in today's times, and I think that this program will produce them, and now produce them in HD. So, I just have no words, really. You have no idea how much this means to our students and faculty and supporters and advisory board, everyone. This is just, it's a dream come true. And you made that dream a reality, so thank you forever, pretty much. We do have gifts for you.
Oh.
Who's this for? Okay. This is the smallest thing we can do. I feel silly giving you.
Backwards to the president.
Oh,
That goes to them. This goes to them.
oh, wait.
Ellen Cheryl, president, and they can swap. Sorry.
And then swap these
Okay.
two? Is that right?
The brown bags need to swap. Sorry.
What if he wants this one?
You guys can trade after. Yeah, no, this is the smallest thing we can do is to show our gratitude. But I know students, especially everyone who's here, is just so thankful to all three
Bill,
of
you need to open it because it was a suggestion of yours that prompted.
Suggestion of mine.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Bottle of wine.
Oh no, I know what it is now. Oh, this is going to be cool.
Grab one.
Mugs for the news anchors when there's...
Exactly.
Oh, I love
But look what it says.
That
Oh
is
my
great.
goodness. That's very nice.
I'll put this to use.
Thank you.
So I'll,
I'm going to drink wine out of it. There won't be coffee in this.
This is so cool.
That is neat. Thank you.
I'll give the floor to you guys. I don't know if you have anything.
This is actually the colors of our winery too. They're charcoal, black, and gray.
All right.
Well, first of all, thank you.
Thank me.
No, it was a year ago. We were here at the Green and Gold, and two of my buddies on the foundation pointed you in my direction, saying that's the guy you want to go get. And you did. It was impressive. Cheryl and I went through it, and part of the plan was for you to present to the foundation. That's the body here that tries to raise money for the university and the students and to try and make a difference. And I remember coming home somewhat excited, Cheryl telling Cheryl, you won't believe this. There was this video from the studio that looked like she was in a choral outfit, and her iPhone
had the high def, and she was in bright red. And it was like, oh my God, we're not doing that to the students, are we? And so we talked about it, and I called President Armstrong and said, you know, when you look at the 125, there's about 100 equipment, there's about 25 facilities. I'm good for the equipment if you do the facility. And he didn't blink. He just, you're on, come forward. And, you know, it was just such a compelling story. And when I came home, the thought was, if a student stands up in front of our board and makes a compelling argument, then we got to do something about it. And if the board won't do it, of course I didn't give them a chance, we just said we were going to go do it because the students here deserve the best. And we're blessed that between family and education and a great partner of 48 years that we're able to get back to the university. And we just hope people get to enjoy this. They get to apply what they learned here and take it with them. And hopefully in your career you'll be able to get back, because that's what it's all about. And for me, there is a connection. Both Cheryl and I, as we walked in, the industrial engineering department used to be in this same building here. So there is a connection. Some of it must have bled over. But one of the great thrills is I sent a note back to my communications department back in Raytheon and said, hey, I want you to know that I'm supporting your school. They're all on cloud 9. They're sending me notes and everything about what we've done. So, you want to add anything?
No, just I'm excited to see what's going to happen at this year's Green and Gold.
Oh.
Leah, do you have any other
Well,
plans or anything?
I hear rumor we need a new building. So.
Good job.
We can talk after.
Knees buckled on that one a little bit.
Well, I mean, I know when I'm watching it back online, it's this and getting to experience this hands-on, which is pretty amazing.
Definitely.
Get someone to get back. That's the hard part.
It's so hard because
Those are great.
They're really good.
You guys made it so good.
it always helps to have somebody who's sort of spray you or take part of
Getting Thomas in action, you in action, getting Thomas in action, and then you can get me in action. Thomas can get me in action. Figure it out.